I try, but sometimes I fail. Now I realize that I need your help, 'cause I can't make it all by myself. I need you. I should know by now. There's no way, no how I could live my life without you. Still I get caught up in myself and talk to you less and less. And every time that I do, I come right back to you. 'Cause after all my mistakes, I know that I have to change. So I put my life in your hands. Oh, I try, but sometimes I fail. Now I realize that I need your help, 'cause I can't make it all by myself. I need you. I wish I could undo some things that I have done in my past.
I'm Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar.
Well, we want to say welcome to you, and especially you to Voices, the TV show with Renee Noor post Mother's Day edition. Renee is the creator of the GW3 Global Club, as well as the Global Women Wealth Warrior. Members are passionate about positively impacting the lives of women and girls while also enriching men to reach an abundance lifestyle. A lifestyle gained through financial literacy, learning new currency, and maintaining healthy eating for wellness. Renee is a global keynote speaker. She's an award-winning international Ebony Fashion Fair model. She's a marathon runner, an award-winning golfer, along with too many other accolades and awards and accomplishments for me to mention in this 1 hour. But I want you to go ahead and put your hands together on Clubhouse. Clap those mics for the beautiful one, the legend, the mentor to youth, the philanthropist, just to name a few. Now, here's the woman herself, none other than Renee Noor.
I just love you, Pastor Jeff. Oh my
We love you too, Renee.
How are you doing, Pastor Jeff? How are you?
I'm wonderful, Renee. And how was your Mother's Day? You're looking awful pretty today.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, I am so grateful. You know, usually Mother's Day is always it's a sweet spot. And at the same token, we always go through a little bit of our moments as well. This year, because my daughter is a little bit farther out where she's in school, I'll be spending time with her next weekend for Mother's Day. And then you already know my mom, she's no longer with us on earth, but she's always in my heart. And, Mother's Day has always been one of those days that, it could kind of like pull you from one side to the other. But I'm so grateful to see the beautiful flowers as well as, just the energy that Mother's Day really does bring about. So, I'm grateful to just be alive today. Thanking God, giving us the ability to just love on others. And I'm looking forward to this week's episode
I
because,
am too.
yeah, go ahead, Pastor Jeff.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to Renee. You know, I said today to my congregation and those on social media that watch, I declared years ago that every single day is Mother's Day, 24/7. You know, I'm gonna just say it the way it is, Renee. You can be on the toilet, you can be in the bathtub, you can be in the closet. It doesn't matter where you're at. Your children are going to find you. And for those who have husbands, let's tell the truth.
You're
Sometimes we
right.
can be like children too. And so it is a pleasure to take out the holiday and just say thank you. I'm actually going to share a poem with you later that I wrote for moms. And so we do pray, Renee, for those who may find it a little difficult on today because their mothers have transitioned and gone from life temporal to life everlasting. But as you have said already, Renee, a mother's love is a special kind of love and it lives with you forever. Now, I'm excited. We have so many beauties that
Yes.
are on the show with us today, Renee. I can't even name all of them.
I know, right? Well, you know what? Before we jump into our beauties, I want to say this also because sometimes we have those mothers who might not have birthed the children. However, they still are so important in the lives of kids. And you know what? We also have those mothers, we got to call them, those um, I guess, animal lovers or the puppy moms, as well as the
Yes.
cat moms. We want to make sure we recognize you as well because being a mother, it's definitely one of those most remarkable moments in your life. And definitely, whenever you're able to love and give love to another human, whether it's one that you gave birth to or not, we see you and we want to let you know we love you as well. Happy Mother's Day to all of those beautiful ladies and gents as it stands right now. We just want to say Happy Mother's Day. All right. So
Blessed
as you
Mother's Day to
said,
each
Jeff,
one.
oh my goodness, we have so many gracious women today. Not only do we want to celebrate them, we want to recognize them. And I'm so looking forward to this piece here. I couldn't even think about remembering everybody's information. So I said, you know what, Marc? How about if we do it this way? Let's bring up our first four beauties who are
Mhm.
not only celebrating Mother's Day, but they are here with us in the studio, and we want to recognize them. These are some of our global women wealth warriors, and it's just given me an honor and a privilege to say hello to Bridget Phifer. Not only is Bridget Phifer one of our real estate queens, but she's also about that bridging the wealth gap within financial literacy. And then the one and only, that doggone Sandra Jean or Jean, either way you want to say it, she is a dynamic person, wonderful quality. She's one of our lawyers with the GW3 family. And oh my goodness, Dr. Sonia James. That one right there, Pastor Jeff, is all about health and wellness for her. And I love how she's definitely a caregiver to those who are always, sometimes you just need to be able to pour back into those. And you already know this beauty over here from Las Vegas. Oh
Las
my
Vegas.
goodness. That is Miss Janet Alvarado. And I'm so grateful to have her here. So let's go ahead on and celebrate every last one of our beautiful mothers right here on the stage with us. And you know what? It's going to be so unique, guys. We're not only going to be able to hear from your voices in regard to what does Mother's Day mean to you, but also the viewers, whether they're in the clubhouse, whether they're on YouTube, as well as Facebook, can now see your face as well. So without further ado, let's take it away. Let's go right to the one and only Miss Bridget Phifer. Beauty, what does Mother's Day mean to you?
Oh my gosh. First of all, I have to say, you are a truly wonderful, beautiful mother. I got to celebrate you and all that you do. My glorious, beautiful one, Miss Renee Noor. What does motherhood mean to me? Motherhood First of all, I have to give also tribute to my mother. Motherhood is like you said, birthing in, bringing anew. It's giving strength to. It's coming up, undergirding it. I am so excited about Mother's Day. Mother's Day, I think, is one of the best days of the year. I get to celebrate my mother, and I'm thankful that she's here with me. I always say she may not be Superwoman, but she is my Superwoman. She's my Wonder Woman. Being able to see her go through all of the adversity that she went through, she should have been a statistic where she had me and my brother, both of us, before she was 17. But yet she got her degree. She went on and accomplished things. I think as mothers, what we do is we set the stage and we give a guideline as to what can be done and how it can be done. So I'm excited to be able to welcome all of these wonderful mothers and hear from them as well.
And everyone looks so beautiful, so beautiful. Thank you so very much, Bridget. Thank you for sharing. Sandra Jean, Sandra Jean, how the Americans would say it, right? You
Yes.
are our Haitian beauty, and not only you're a Haitian beauty, it's an honor to have you here with us. Even like with you and Bridget, I've had the pleasure of meeting you both. And let me tell you about Miss Bridget, Sandra. Bridget stands tall as me. Oh
Oh,
my goodness. I know, right? I didn't even think anyone could be as tall as me. But it's wonderful having you all here. And I know, Bridget, you have how many kids now? Is it 2 children? Bridget? 1.
I didn't
Oh
realize I
my
was muted.
goodness.
Yes, I have 2 beautiful children. Oh my gosh, my son, he is 26 now. He is actually, oh my gosh, my heart, my joy. My daughter is only 19, but like your baby girl is on to college and they are doing their thing. And I'm thankful that I've been able to share my love, my life, and everything that God has given me. They have been, I tell you, everything that helps me to be a better me. If it wasn't for them, I tell you, I think I would have given up. But because of my children, being able to look in their face and wanting a better life for them, the same way I know that my mother wanted a better life for me, I am able to do the things that I do today. And I dream more now too, just because of my babies.
I love it. I love it. They are indeed our why. And I know, Sandra, you over there, you have 2 gorgeous ladies as well. And it's such an honor to have you here with us. So, Sandra, share with us, what does Mother's Day means to you?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. And I want to echo what Bridget said earlier. Renee, you are a phenomenal woman. I love the fact that you never stop to enrich women, empower women, pour into us. And I want to wish everyone on the panel and everyone listening a great, happy Mother's Day. And to the men here, too, I don't want to just ignore you. And I know you must have special women in your lives, but we are all who we are because of a woman. So thank you, Renee, for taking the time to celebrate Mother's Day and to give us this platform to share what Mother's Day means to us. As you stated, I have 2 daughters. And Bridget, I was listening to you. My older daughter, who just now graduated from Mercer, is a RN, and she's 25. She's turning 26 this summer. My second daughter is 19. Well, she's turning 19 this month. She's still 18, but she's in her first year at Georgia State and she's loving it. And that means Sandra had to find herself because her 2 love of her life and the people that gave me compass and made life matter to me are now off on their own. And now I had to reflect on this phase of my journey. My mother has passed since 2010. So, and before that, she was ill for a long time. So I never really had her completely, but she was a phenomenal mom. And I celebrate motherhood through what she instilled in me growing up. So for me, love really means three things: growth through patience. As you can tell, with two daughters, I had to learn how to be very patient and make sure I didn't kill them because I'm too pretty to be in jail. So,
I love that.
so I had to
She's
learn.
too pretty to be in jail.
You heard that, right, Joe?
I heard that.
I had to learn to be really patient and to manage my emotions and still lead. So they instilled in me great leadership skills, because when you have to use emotional intelligence every day, it helps being a leader. The second thing I would say is love through sharing and giving. I've learned that as a mother, not to just love my children, but also their friends and people that God has put in my life. And I've seen other mothers pour into them for me as well, because as a single mom, I needed my village. So I saw that love resonate and manifested through other people sharing and through me sharing as well. And I will say the last thing is success through resiliency. You know, as moms, we all have to be resilient. We have to get up even when we don't feel good, and we have to make sure we show up every day. And I think those are skills that only as parents that we can experience. So for me, it's again love, it's success, and it's patience.
You know, Sandra, I was saying, whew, mom had already said that I was going to have a girl. I'm like, but I don't even want to have kids. What are you talking about? How is it that you see that I'm going to have a girl? And then she had to add, and she's going to be 10 times worse than you. Ooh, talking about watch out. And you know, I didn't realize how rebellious I was growing up, guys, because I truly was rebellious. I was that one that always had to say, why, right? And like with your girls, they test you. I don't know about you ladies, but after they hit that 13, 14 mark, oh, I didn't know what I was going to do. But mom already gave me forewarning. And I'm so grateful that now Janae has grown into the woman that she is today. She's 22 years of age. And sometimes mothers and dads, sometimes we just have to step back a little bit and just allow them to be able to make their mistakes, because we made our mistakes as well, right? As long as they don't disrespect any of the family members as well as yourself. But I know we had a moment. We truly, truly had a moment. But I'm glad that God gave us grace to be able to see eye to eye. And now I'm looking up to her. I'm her mini-me, guys. I'm Janae's mini-me. So, Sandra, you have done an amazing job with your beautiful queens that you have. I see you all the time. You all look like sisters. And I'm so proud of you. And you know what, beauty? I would raise my champagne glass up to you, but today it's going to have to be water or tea. So I still love you, okay? Yes.
Can't break that 75 hard.
I know I cannot break that 75 hard. And I love what you talked about resilience. That's one of the R's in warriors. As we talked about that this week, you know, we broke down what literally warriors mean, and resilience was definitely right up there. So thank you so very much, Sandra, for sharing. And I cannot wait to connect with you and those beautiful daughters really soon. Dr. Sonia, how are you doing, beautiful? I know you're all about the health and wellness.
I'm just so happy.
Huh?
Doing great. I said I'm doing great.
Awesome. So share with us, Dr. Sonia, what does being a mother, or even Mother's Day, what does it mean to you, Dr. Sonia? We'd love to know.
You know, first I want to give honor to you. I thank God for you, and I salute you because you empower me, even as a mother. So I need to say that, and I thank God for all the women on the platform. I resonate with everything everyone has said so far. So Mother's Day to me is a celebration of honoring mothers, and whether it's family, individuals, honoring those with maternal bonds. I'm going to tell you why in a minute, and the influence of all the mothers in society. because we've all been through something. So for me, it's pouring into another mother. You know, my mother was a single mom and she raised 3 girls. And I have to share this because I thought about it when you had spoke to me before or asked me to do it, because I know that every mother's not the same. So I'm a particular mother. And I know that for my assignment in the earth, that I'm speaking to women that have lost someone, or, you know, like my mom, I lost my sister and she was 19. And it was a violent loss, but my mother was so strong. Talk about resilience, you know, just keeping us. And she was a praying mom. She still is. She still take that Bible before, when she get up and go in that bathroom, and she just, you know, that's where she's at. She says prayer. So she instilled God in us. So moving on to my own life, by the time that I was 19 years old, I suffered a loss of my 13-month-old daughter, right? And, you know, we never know what we're going to walk through. We ask the questions why. I totally understand that, Queen Renee, about the why question. I did that for 5 years. I did that. But God blessed me. I'm getting into the glory of the story. He blessed me with an 18-year-old son who was getting ready to graduate and go to the Air Force. I have a 23-year-old daughter. She aspires to be a model and own her own business, you know. So I found that Mother's Day for me is like twofold, you know. First, of course, loving on ourselves, you know, because we don't love ourselves, we can't love nobody else. But I always want to impart some type of encouragement, because on Mother's Day, like Queen Renee said, there's so many people going through different things. You know, they might not have that significant mother, or as a mother, they lost a child, you know, or whatever the case may be. So for me, it's just ministry. You know, I just want to encourage someone that they can get up, you know, if they've lost. That God is so powerful that He can touch your heart in places that you didn't think, you know, because I never would have met Renee Noor if I didn't tap into God. So I'm all about encouragement, you know, so I'm excited to be here with all the other mothers, and, you know, I resonate with everything. So one of the things that I would say is, the Bible says, let patience have her perfect work. So I found that as a mother, patience had to have her perfect work, or I would not have been here, you know, even with my own healing, you know, having patience in that, you know. And then definitely concerning the children, because they're 18 and 23 now. And I too will be, this is the last one leaving the nest. So then it's like, you've been a mom so long. It's like, how do, you know, you got to get used to the fact that it's just going to be you, you know. So I know about all of that, and having temperance with my own children, having unconditional love with my own children, and courage, because there's so much that's going on, different than what we grew up in. So that's what I impart. That's what I think about for mothers. As long as I can exude that and empower my children, empower another mother, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh my God. Let's give it up for Dr. Sonia James. My goodness, you know, you've gone through so much, beautiful, and you know, you're still radiant, you're still glowing, and you know, that's just something, like you said, that's the God in you. And now that you have so much grace over your life, you know how to also share unselfishly. So therefore, you can also pour love onto others. Beautiful. Thank you so very much for sharing. And we're definitely honored to have you here with us. Our last, but surely not the least of beauty, that's with this particular segment, we have the one and the only Miss Janet Alvarado right there from Las Vegas. Beautiful. How are you doing? And you always have this radiant smile. I absolutely just want to hold you so tight. Janet, please share with us, what does Mother's Day mean to you?
Oh my goodness. First of all, thank you so much for having me here today on this platform. I was like, interview me, get my opinion. You know, as mothers, we feel insecure sometimes, and we do so much for others, and we forget about ourselves. And when someone sees us, like Miss Renee Noor, as someone special, and brings us out gracefully, brings us to see our best selves. I want to thank you, Renee, and all the queens here, because I've connected with some phenomenal women. We're all successful domestic engineers, I say. Domestic engineers, because we take care of our household as as an engineer, right? And I'm here celebrating Mother's Day today with my beautiful mothers, Dorothy, Sharon, and Sherry. And I asked them what their definition of motherhood to them is. One word. And for me, first of all, is togetherness. I love bringing families together. I love bringing our friends and families together and just celebrate life and just celebrate togetherness. And I asked them, and my friend Sharon said, queen. Queens are mothers. Mothers are the queens of their castle, their household. I love that. My friend Sherry said patience. Patience is so important when it comes to our children and life. Being patient and staying strong. My mother, Dorothy, said love. Love each other, love oneself. Creation, wow. My Alexa said stress because she has 3 little kids under the age of 4. And so she's going through her journey, but she's strong. She's a strong woman, and she's going to be successful with her children. I already see it. And it's just trickling down, being a good mother to your children and set an example for self-love just trickles down to our grandchildren and to the next generation. So thank you so much for having me today.
I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. And you make sure you share with the beauty. We always look at the always for like not only overcoming obstacles, but opportunities. So we don't focus on stress. We look at it as opportunities, all right? And you embrace every last one of those opportunities because think about it. She's alive. She could do something about it. We don't think about it, but some people didn't even wake up this morning. So we have to have that gratitude for everything that comes our way. It's going to make, as you said, not only us stronger, but also allow us to be more alert with what's going on in our season. So thank you so very much, beautiful ladies. Pastor Jeff, oh my goodness. Let's give him an all round of applause. Yes. And it's been a great honor to have you here. And when we come back, right after this little interlude, we'll be welcoming more of our mothers for the special edition of this Mother's Day collection. Thank you, ladies. my goodness. Oh, Pastor Jeff, just amazing stories, right? Just amazing mother
Absolutely.
stories. Yes, yes, yes.
So,
And I'm
so
so grateful.
heartwarming,
Yes,
heartwarming, amazing, and gives us something to think about, Renee. Every day is a blessing, and we shouldn't take any of it for granted.
absolutely not. I mean, just being a mother within itself is just God has said, I'm giving you the ability to create more humans. That's probably one of the greatest gifts that we have from day to day outside of life. We have the ability to bring more life into the world. And we are joined by more of our mothers. Oh my goodness. And each one of them, they keep on getting more prettier and prettier every time, Pastor Jeff, every
Well,
time.
I'm gonna let you make that statement, Renee, because I might get in trouble if I start rating. They are all beautiful in their own way, and we are blessed to be graced with each and every one of them.
Absolutely, absolutely. We not only have Miss, I hope I'm saying it right, Miss Elise Slade with us. We also have Miss Camille Jones, and then we also have Miss Carmel. Okay, Carmel Jean Francis, Francois. Sorry about that, Francois. I
Francois,
have to get it right. We. And the one and the only, our
one and only.
Aiden. Oh my goodness, DiMartino. Mwah! Voila, beauty, voila. Guys, I know for sure, you've probably heard some of the interviews, but I'm grateful that you guys are here with us. Not only we're honored to have you in the studio, but we're also looking forward to hearing your story in regard to what does mother, just Mother Day means to you, because it's just been truly impactful, from our last group of ladies. And we're looking forward to hearing more from you as well. So let's go with the one and the only Miss Latrice. Please share. And I'm hoping, my eyes alongside, Pastor Jeff, I
Hi.
need my glasses on, okay? I'm going to let you know right now, I need my glasses on.
I hear you, Renee.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me today. I wanted to share two different points what Mother's Day means to me. I actually lost my mom in October 2020, and my mom was my best friend. And I really did not understand all the things that she has taught me until she passed away. I still hear her in my ear with some of the things that she's taught me. And it brings a lot of joy to me to reflect on her and all the great things that she did for me. And so that's one true example for testimony about what motherhood means to me. The second point I wanted to make is I have a baby on the way on June 8th. It's the due date, and I'm super, super excited. But I wanted to share with that the journey that I've been on in order to achieve that life term goal for me that's personal. I went through the IVF process. And so I have had several Mother's Days that were not so great for me because I really wanted to have a child of my own. And so it's a wonderful place to be in now, but I wanted to basically give encouragement to other women who would like to be a mother. Motherhood may look different for different women. There are many options from adoption to IVF to being the greatest auntie that you can be. And so I just wanted to send encouragement to all women that it's a great thing and that God is good. Thank you.
Oh, Latrice, oh my goodness, that was so powerful. Not only have you lost your mother in 2020, being a surrogate now, you still want to continue on bringing more life no matter what. That's one of the things we talked about as well. Whether you gave natural birth or whether you see a need to still bring life or to care for life. That's wonderful, beautiful. I'm so grateful that you're here with us. And my deepest condolences for your mother, but know that she is now living with you on all of your journeys. I had to embrace that moment. My mother and I were born on January 23rd. We have the exact same birth dates. And the interesting part about it, my daughter, her birthday is November 8th, and my mom passed away November 7th. So we have those moments, we have those moments. So I know for sure I'm a stronger woman just because of not only watching my mother, as you did as well, go through her journey, but now we're going through our journey, and we're stronger women because now we're going through our journeys with our mother within us. And I'm so proud of you, beautiful. So proud of you. So thank you for sharing and thank you for being here with us. And I got mad love for you, beauty. Mad love
Thank
for you.
you.
Yes. Our next beautiful queen, all the way from Toronto, Canada. This fitness queen, and I call her just like that. She's a queen, Pastor Jeff, but she has so much energy, tenacity. I had the opportunity of meeting her in Miami for those 10X ladies. I'm like, I thought she was on the stage, Pastor Jeff, at one moment, because that's
Really?
just how her energy is. And talking about so passionate, she loved her family. I love seeing her do her IGs with her son working out right there with her. Not only is she a beautiful woman, but also she's a selfish woman and she knows how much to also appreciate blended families. Without further ado, Camille Jones, how are you doing, beauty?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for having me here. What a blessing to have this Mother's Day celebration with such amazing warriors. And, it's a great way to end a glorious and interesting day, I should say. And what Mother's Day means to me and why I say it's interesting is exactly what Latrice had just mentioned. We all have different ways that we're celebrating Mother's Day because we all have diverse motherhood journeys, whether it be as a daughter, a sister, or a mother. We all have so much diverse stories and journeys that it humbles me. So today I took a long walk with myself, just with nature, just to get some clarity and peace. And celebrating the fact that yes, I am so blessed to have 3 healthy children that I birthed. They're awesome, they're loud, they're messy, but they are mine. And I created them, and they're all created through love, you know. But then also why I took a long walk is I had to sit there and remember my mother-in-law, my husband's mom, I was very close to, who we lost last year. And Chris, my husband, is so humble. So he doesn't mope around or take it as this is a horrible day. He still celebrates it with me or what have you. But a piece of him left the day that she did, and I know that inside it still burns on these days. And I know that because in 2018 I almost lost my mom. And it was 2018's Mother's Day that I sat and did the same thing, a walk, and I was like, I can't believe this is life. Where my mom is not here because she was in a coma. She's actually a walking miracle. So even that one Mother's Day where I felt like as if that loss, it made me appreciate, again, I'm so blessed to have my children. By the grace of God, my mom is still here and healthy. To the best that she can be. And I also look at it as I'm so grateful that I was able to bless Chris with motherhood through his children. His children are being raised by just as amazing mother as his mom was, if not better. No, she's awesome too. I absolutely love her. I love her. There's not a day that doesn't go by that I miss hearing her talk in her Jamaican accent to tell me about how broad my backside is. She says that's just a little inside joke that we have, but that's something she always says to me. I miss her to forever. But it was just that walk that made me realize and appreciate, the fact that I'm able to give that to him. I'm still able to be a mother to my children. And then I also have my mom, and then we also had brunch with my grandmother. So there was 4 generations of women right there. And then it also, Mother's Day helps me reflect and really appreciate women as a whole, because not all of us are blessed to be birth mothers, but there's some of us that are also blessed to be adoptive moms, surrogate moms, stepmoms. I'm a stepmother too as well, and I take that just as serious as my birth children. I love my stepson so much, and it shows me the strength and the power of women, and the reason why it's called Mother Nature, because we are nurturers by nature. So every day, to me, is a celebration of who we are as women, the nurture that we give to each other, to our significant others, our babies, our fur babies, everybody, anybody. And this is just a day of reflection and understanding that we all have diverse journeys, diverse situations, circumstances. There's some that don't speak to their mother. But what it also makes me sit back and celebrate and really dive deep into my own blessing and say, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's just what Mother's Day means to me. And I'm so grateful that I have an opportunity to speak this out into the universe with such amazing women from all diverse walks of life, with all diverse circumstances. We must celebrate us as women. We must celebrate ourselves as women, and we can truly appreciate, the label, the name mom too as well. And with that being said, this is Camille coming to you live from Toronto, Canada. You got this. We got this. Now let's go.
Let's go.
I love it. Let's go. Well, thank you for sharing with your journey. Thank you for being transparent as well. It's so important for us to have that pause, being able to just reflect on the small things. Humility is everything. And just listening to your testimonial, in regarding to the families, and I love how you talked about the kids just making noise. Those are some of the things sometimes people could take for granted as well. And just listening to you, being that wonderful woman that you are. Again, that's that wonderful woman, that big courageous woman with all that energy. Being with a blended family is it's just a gift of love. It really is. And we see that through you every day. And as I shared, meeting you, oh my goodness, energy. And I'm so happy that you are back this week. Beautiful. Oh, yes. I'm so happy that you're back. So thank you, Miss Camille. And we have our newest beauty to the Global Women Wealth Warriors. Oh my goodness, Miss Camille. Yes, another health wellness expert. And I'm looking forward to meeting you in June next month. It'll be here before you know it. Beautiful. It's such an honor to have you here. And, I don't know what I'm going to do now, Megan, because we have like 6 different workout queens. I thought I had the energy. When you get Stars Tina, Carmel, and Camille together, Perpetude, and then we have one more, I'm like, oh my God, it's time for us to create a marathon for the GW3 family. But I'm looking so forward to meeting you. Thank you so very much for being here. And please share your story. We'd love to hear it. You unmute, beautiful. So go ahead and unmute. We want to hear that voice, right, Pastor Jeff?
Absolutely.
The pleasure is all mine. I'm humbled and happy and grateful that you did ask me to be on this platform tonight. And I enjoyed meeting you quite recently. I'm enjoying listening to all these amazing stories from all these amazing mothers. And Latrice touched my heart because of her process and what she's going through and what motherhood looks like for her. Motherhood on Mother's Day is it's very sweet for me. Bitter for 2 reasons. Simply because I am not a mother, and for a long time I thought that's what I was put on this earth to do as a woman, and I was not blessed in that way. But somebody today wished me a happy Mother's Day, and she says, even though you're not a mother, you're a mother to someone. That's the first time somebody has ever said that to me, and it warmed my heart. And I so appreciated that statement. I've had a friend wish me happy Mother's Day. When I said, well, I'm not a mom, he says, but you have a mom. Happy Mother's Day. Mm-hmm. And I received it gratefully and humbly. And the second reason why it's a little bitter for me, a lot bitter, is my mother She, spirit-wise, she is no longer with me. She suffered with Alzheimer's for the past 20 years. She's still alive. Well, her heart is still beating. I don't know if living is what you can call it. She is in a nursing home being cared for, but the way I describe it, she's just a shell, right? She doesn't know anything. And it was hard and very much a struggle to watch her go through that process. But the sweetness of motherhood that I can hold on to and retain is the fact that I was there through the whole process. I was there for her, and she lived with my sister and I for as long as we could care for her, until the professionals had to take over because she needed care that we obviously could not provide. But we were there for her, and we enjoyed her every step of the way. And she was so happy, even when she lost her words, and when she lost her thoughts, and when she lost her memories and her ability to function on her own. We loved her and loved on her and hugged her and kissed her and wouldn't let her go. And I appreciate the fact that I did get to know my mother as an adult. Many women don't have that opportunity, right? I appreciate and feel blessed with the fact that my mother raised me with these amazing qualities and amazing skills and teachings. So I have so much to still be grateful for. And I'm grateful that I even know that. I'm blessed that I even realize and accept that. And there's no anger in me because I got to experience my mother in that way and fashion. So happy Mother's Day to everybody on the panel. Happy Mother's Day to everybody that's watching. And if you have the opportunity, go love on your mother some. I'm Carmel from New York, and I'm complete. Thank you.
Beautiful share. Beautiful share. Pastor Jeff, would you like to pour into Camille?
I would. Camille, I'm sending you a virtual hug. And I too, my mother is in a facility. She's been there for some time. But let me tell you what, I thought about it one year because at first it was difficult because my mom and I didn't have the best of relationships because my grandmother lived with us. And my grandmother was my nurturer because I was my parents' first child. And after visiting her out in California, every time I go, let me tell you, she gives me a story to come back and tell folks that makes people laugh. So I hope this one makes you laugh, Camille. So not this last time, but before that, I went out and her mind hadn't slipped as far as it has gone. And the thing that gives me peace is she knows nothing about COVID. She knows nothing about the stock market. She knows nothing about what's going on. She does three things. She eats, she walks up and down the hallways, and she dances and she flirts. I know that was four things. So we were there with my wife, and we're standing in the hallway, and her mind again hadn't gone as far as it's gone now. And she beckoned me and she said, beckoned me to go to the room, Renee, and to go to her bed. And I looked at my mom and I said, Mom, I can't do that. I'm married. Ladies, my mom looked at me. She said, you don't have to know. I say that's the one thing my mom's never going to forget is time to flirt. And so she gives me a story each and every time that I go. And I thank God that, we don't know why things happen the way that they happen, but she doesn't have any cares that other ladies her age have. And we thank God for every moment that he gives her. And so, Camille, I'm praying for you and for your family and praying for your mom. And I want you to know that as we celebrate with Mother's Day with gratitude, that for whatever reason God allowed her to still be here, is that there is something to be thankful in it. And with that, Renee, I know we're ready to go in here. What the one and the only, the phenomenal, the
Yes.
erudite, the beautiful Miss Megan has to share with us. Megan, it's a pleasure, as Les Brown would say, a plum pleasing pleasure to see you live on TV with us today. How
And
was your
before we
Mother's Day?
go to Megan, guys, I would like for everyone, let's go ahead on and give Miss Carmel a big old hug. Come on, guys. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, she needed that. I felt that she needed that. Absolutely. And that was a wonderful share, Pastor Jeff. Thank you. You always know how to keep a smile on our face, Pastor Jeff. You do. Oh, my goodness. Yes, Miss Megan DiMartino, had the pleasure of meeting you right in the elevator, right there in New York City. And it has been totally an amazing opportunity of getting to know you better. You are a regal queen. Not only do you know how to really keep it going, girl, you're doing it with style as well as, just pizzazz each and every day. And it's an honor not only to have you in business, but also as a friend.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. I see you. I love you. And I'm grateful to have you here with us today. Please share with us, what does Mother's Day means to you?
Well, first, I'd like to share this morning when I received your text about joining you, it was such a treasure to me for the day to be able to join you, Pastor Jeff, and the other amazing women to share, and reflect on Mother's Day. And so thank you, Renee. I really appreciate it for you to think of me, to include me in, this day. Likewise, meeting you. And, one of the things that Mother's Day means to me is a day to reflect, but it's also about intention. And that brings me back to the elevator. We both were in New York for Glenn Lundy's consortium, and my plane had been delayed, and I got there late. And I thought, when I got to the room, should I even bother? And those moments in time when you make those split-second decisions, no, I'm here. You're going to change. You're going to go. And who did I meet at that moment getting on the elevator but Renee? And so I say, in reflection, I have been a mother since I was 19. I am now 71. So I have been a mother all of my adult life. I am a mother to two women. And so in my early years when I was a mother, I never lost my dreams and goals and aspirations. It just made it a little more challenging with, two children. But I say to any woman, and our sister who just left, she brought me to tears, and I'll share a minute why. But it is about not to lose your dreams, goals, and aspirations, whatever they may be. It may take longer. It may look differently, but to not lose those dreams, goals, and aspirations. And so Mother's Day, as I said, is about reflection. My dad, Ray DiMartino, adored my mother. My mother was the second oldest of 7 children, and she lost both parents rather young. And she promised her mom, my grandmother, that she would make sure that all of the children went to college or were taken care of. Now, this is many, many years ago. But she committed that to her mother, and she fulfilled that. And that's one reason she did not marry until her early 30s. Now, years ago, that was very unusual. But I was born when my mother was almost 40. And so my mother was a very committed person. So like you shared, Renee, my commitment or that spirit of commitment, part of that is from my mom, because when she said she was going to do something, she did it. And she did it, like you said, with grace. And, it wasn't, I mean, she had 4 children from 32 to 41. And, but she never lost that spirit of not only commitment, but enjoyment of her family and taking care of her family. So I was very blessed by seeing my father's love for her, but also their commitment for each other. So reflection. And as I said, I have been a mom for these gals, and I shared in New York that I recognized early on that it's not about holding on to your children, it's about building them up so that they can fly off and be the people that they are destined to be, that God has put in their spirit. Now, my friend in Toronto, my daughter Jill lives in Toronto now. That puts a little challenge into life, but regardless, she's still in my heart. We meet people for a reason, for a season, for a lifetime. And we don't know really what those are, but Jill in Toronto, Canada she's a lifer. And no matter where she is, she and her husband just flew in from a trip, and she made sure she texted me, happy Mother's Day. Can't wait to share about this trip and so forth. So am I at brunch with family? No. But it's that reflection of many brunches. I have a sister who lives in New Jersey. She texted me yesterday. She said, I'm thinking about the Kentucky Derby weekend that we were at. And I said, meaning these are memories. These are reflections. They will be with us forever. And that is what is so joyful to me about Mother's Day, is that understanding of that, not only the memories, but the reflection of them, but then the intention. Because like many of us have had people in our lives, like I said, for a reason, for a season. And that is my purpose today, is to continue on sharing and giving others from what I have been so blessed to learn over my life. So thank you, my love. Truly love you, Renee.
I truly love you. Oh my goodness. Not only was it an honor for me to meet you, but also you had the opportunity of meeting my daughter, the extension of my mother and me, all into one. And we'll always be friends forever.
Amen.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
May
I share that little piece?
Yes.
I'm always, as I mentioned just a minute ago about my purpose, I realized when I was very young, and I'm not going to go into that whole story, but that my purpose is to connect with women and to listen to them and to give them that encouragement. And when I met Janae, or I observed Janae, I should say, in the fashion show that day, oh my goodness, what an amazing, beautiful gal. But then after the fashion show, she was in the meeting room where this consortium was going on. And she was just a little gal with her glasses on, sitting over in the corner. And I observed that. And so as it ended, I just got up and went. I could have talked to 50 people, but I went over to Janae and sat down and asked Janae about, her life, who she was, what was going on in her life. So it's about that. To me, is what Mother's Day is. It's about our hearts, that link, that connection, that we're together forever. So thank you. And where did Miss Renee go?
Megan, she'll be back as
she
comes back. I'm going to go ahead and go to Miss Tanya. How are you, and what does Mother's Day mean to you, Doc?
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Pastor Jeff, for inviting me to the stage. Mother's Day, first of all, I salute my mom today and the mothers all over the world. But mothers are nurturers. They nurture us physically, spiritually, and emotionally. A mother's love is patient, it's kind, It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. A mother's love is clothed in strength and dignity, and she laughs with no fear of the future. Today, in honor of Mother's Day, we want to salute and thank all our incredible moms for their strength, their love, and their dignity. We are so thankful and blessed for having special moms. Today, we want to thank all our phenomenal moms all over the world. Thank you.
Oh,
That was
beautiful,
beautiful.
so beautiful, Tanya. And also, Megan, absolutely love you. And I'm looking forward to also having you and Janae to reconnect as well. But as you said, Tanya, we want to not only thank women and mothers all over the world, but also for those who are just going through some moments right now. We see you, we hear you, we are here for you. Please, I want you guys to just flood, the chat with nothing but hearts today. Pink hearts, pink flowers, yellow hearts, yellow flowers. I just want you guys to flood the chat with all of those. Guys, not only are we so grateful that you all have been a part of our special edition of our Mother's Day, we're going to make sure that not only we celebrate some of our mothers, all the mothers that was on today, we have gifts for you thanks to one of our amazing sponsors that will be with Southern Baked Pie. So I'm so grateful to say that we are partnered up with them in regard to making sure we pay it forward. Now, Tanya, you're going to have to work off those pies after the 75 hard, okay? After the 75 hard. Yeah. And then also thanks to the amazing Miss Bridget Phifer for being one of our sponsors with the crowning. Her book is Crown Yourself, Pillars of Living a Better Life. So we'll also be celebrating some of our mothers with this amazing book. And I know for sure our Megan DiMartino. What would you like to do for some of the ladies, Miss Megan DiMartino? Please share.
Well, as you know, Renee, I've been developing result-oriented medical grade skincare since 1992, so 30 years. And we have what's called the Miracle Experience Discovery Kit. And I'd love to share that with, as many as you would like, Renee.
Wonderful, wonderful. We'd love to do that. Before we close out, I got a special surprise for you guys. My beautiful niece is here with me in the studio, and I want you guys to get an opportunity to meet Miss Charlie. Miss Charlie, I need you to help me close out this segment for Mother's Day. Where are you, Miss Charlie? She's going to be coming up. And not only do I want you guys to stay connected with the GW3 family, I want you to call us. I want you to visit with us. Say hello to everyone, Charlie. Yes, say happy Mother's Day to everyone.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm so grateful to have her in my life as well. And, unfortunately, my daughter is far away. So I look forward to seeing her not this weekend, but next weekend. And you already know Megan DiMartino alongside with Tanya and Pastor Jeff. We're going to blow up the airways with pictures.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Renee, do we have time for a quick poem?
Yes, a quick poem. And after your poem, you're going to close us out, Pastor Jeff. Everyone, let's give Pastor Jeff some amazing love. Come on, guys. Woo! We love you, Pastor Jeff.
We love you, Wells. And this is a poem for all mothers that weren't able to share their voice on Voices, the TV show. On this great and lovely day, this is what I like to say. To the mother I love so dear, may God fill your day with cheer. Mother, I love you beyond compare for all the time with me that you shared, for all the nights you laid awake, and even the chastisement that you made me take. Mother, I love you more than I could ever express. For I know that you have done your very best to teach me the things that I need to know and to keep me in God's perfect sight. Although I love you the whole year through, I celebrate this day, Mom, just for you, to express my love in this special way. God bless you, Mom, on this Mother's Day. And I wrote that years ago, and we want to send that out, Renee, to all the mothers on this special edition, post Mother's Day, from The Voices, the host herself, none other than Renee Noor. And we pray that mothers will have a fantastic week, and hopefully they get a break from those children. And for the empty nesters, you know that it's good to be able to have them come in when they can and share that with our grands and our great grands. With that, Renee, I'm going to back over to you. It's been another fantastic Voices, the TV show, with none other than that great Renee Noor.
Woo! Thank you so very much, Pastor Jeff. And for all of the mothers, all of the ladies out there, we are so proud of you. This is the weekend I want you guys to do not only self-care, but I want you to really focus on that for the entire rest of the year. More self-love, more pouring back into you. Because you know why? Mother's Day is just not enough. We need you healthy, we need you strong, and we need you always staying in your grace. It's been an honor to have you here with the Voices Talk Show. Make sure you tune into us, not only in the Clubhouse, YouTube, as well as our Facebook, and we're looking forward to seeing you next week. But until then, stay beautiful, stay bold, and most importantly, keep loving on someone else. I'm Renee Noor. I say goodbye for now. Thank you guys for joining us today.
I try, but sometimes I fail. Now I realize that I need your help, 'cause I can't make it all by myself. I need you. I should know by now. There's no way, no how I could live my life without you. Still I get caught up in myself and talk to you less and less. Every time that I do, I come right back to you. 'Cause after all my mistakes, I know that I have to change. So I put my life in your hands. Oh, I try, but sometimes I fail. Now I realize that I need your help, 'cause I can't make it all by myself. I need you. I wish I could undo some things that I